Dr. Swati. I am periodontist, an implantologist, and author of the handbook Quick Review in Clinical Periodontics. So in my previous videos, I had promised all of you that I will be coming up with the new videos on periodontic procedures and we'll be discussing on clinical topics, but I've been a bit busy, so I could not come up with my new video. And this video actually I'm going to announce something very good. I'm actually starting my course on teaching periodontics in association with board aspirants. I will be going into detail what this course is going to offer you, but before that I want to actually discuss with you an important topic, and that is, what do you actually know about perio? What is perio to you? We study perio, the 5 years of BDS, we study for at least 2 to 3 years, we discuss perio, and not everyone is able to use periodontics, use the concept of periodontics in your practice. So, but still we all have an idea. Now, when I was working as a periodontal consultant, and I was often called by general dentists, and most of the time they were asking me to do was to do deep scaling. It took me at least 2-3 appointments to understand that deep scaling for them was just like root planing. Another thing I was often called was for bone grafts. Thanks to all the marketing companies, thanks to all the seminars happening all around, everyone has an idea that there are something called as bone grafts. And for some, bone grafts is just a miraculous product that the moment you put it near the bone or under the tissue near the tooth, bone will miraculously grow and the tooth will become stable. And they charge humongous money from the patients for it. But is it ethical, first of all? Second, maybe if you're not even talking about ethics, don't you think that we should have an idea about the procedures that we do for the patient, right? Let's go back to the question that I asked you in the beginning. What do you know about perio? Scaling, root planing, gingivectomies, frenectomies, minor surgical procedures, probably everyone knows about them. What about the major surgical procedures? What about flaps, bone grafts? Bone grafts we know everyone knows about, but not exactly what you should know. And that is what I'm trying to get at. Is this information enough to do perio or apply perio in your practice? Or is this what exactly we want? We want to be limited, and we want to be happy with. Perio is just not a subject. It's a study. It's study of biological tissues. For some, it might be just an incision. For some, it is just using an instrument under the tissue and trying to remove plaque and calculus, or tartar as called, right? But perio is just not that. Perio is a study of biological tissues. Perio is the study where you are studying about harmony between your tissue, the muscle, the arteries, the nerve, the bone, how everything works with each other. Now, let me give an example. When you think about incisions, usually incision is something for someone who doesn't know much perio, but obviously you must have seen people doing perio, you must have seen a colleague doing perio. It's just using a blade number 15. Sometimes it doesn't even matter which blade are you using, though it does actually in reality. But using a blade, making an incision over a tissue and raising a flap. Do you really care about which blade has to be used? The incision, what kind of an incision it should be? Where should it be placed? How that incision is actually going to affect my outcome of the surgery? Or the different type of incisions. Well, if you've not done perio, if you're not a periodontist, but you've only observed people doing it, you've just read few books probably, and you're trying to practice periodontics in your practice, this is all you would be limited to, and you would never ever pay attention to the questions that I asked you right now. Similarly, bone grafts. Bone grafts are widely used by everyone. Let's use this bone graft, or let's use calcium, let's use oxalate, let's use there are a number of bone grafts right now. But does a question ever arise, which bone graft am I using? Do you even read on the bone graft, the bottle or the packet, as to what size of the bone graft is mentioned? Does it even matter what is the size? Or all that matters is it is a bone graft and we are just going to put it like in a cavity, stuff it, and miraculously the bone is going to grow. The moment you see some kind of radiopacity on a radiograph, that's a bone growing, although that radiopacity in the end is actually just the bone grafts sitting there, right? So all these things over the years that I've been experiencing, people go to seminars, you go to conferences, lots of conferences are organized and they'll talk about all the amazing results of products, but no one actually tells you why a particular bone graft was used during that surgery. What size did we actually use? What surgery was actually done to use that bone graft there? No, all you know is a flap was raised, a bone graft was put in that place, and the radiopacity shown to you on the radiographs, and then you say, yes, that is the new bone. Might or might not be the new bone. That is the whole point of me starting this course in conjunction with board aspirants, to tell you about the basics of perio. Now, the basics of perio will not be just discussing literature reviews. We are not doing exactly the course that is taught in your masters and when you're doing your masters in periodontology, but this is to acquaint the BDS people who want some foundation of perio, or the general dentists who want some foundation of perio, to tell you about what perio is exactly. What is an incision? What is the importance of that one incision? You might or might not be introduced to the basics that way in your masters, depending on which school you're doing it from. So my course is going to talk about the hows and the whys of a procedure of an incision. If you've not read my handbook on quick review in clinical periodontics, let me tell you a few things that are different in that book. Now, that book tells you about the clinical applications of a procedure. It tells you how it is actually used, or that procedure or that incision is important. So it's just a very concise, summarized way of talking about the different things in perio, about bone, about lasers. In this course that I'm going to start now, I will be talking to you literally about the basics of procedures like scaling. Why scaling? What exactly is scaling? What exactly is root planing? That would involve a bit about a theory, but that is something if you want to pursue a clinical course in perio, if you want to just attend courses, you want to start on a clinical course and you want the foundation, the basics of perio, then this is the course that I'm starting and this is the course for you. Okay, my course is divided into weeks of, you starting from perio, their scaling and root planing, to your your surgical procedures, and going to the basics and understanding on implantology. All of you, if you are interested, I will be putting my email at the end of this video. You can always email me and I can send you the details of the course that I will be starting November 15th. Okay. Other than that, if you have any questions about perio, I will be happy to answer those. And very soon, I will start talking about a few periodontal surgical procedures, but not to the exact detail. However, few things about periodontal surgical procedures, and I will be posting those videos too. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.